Hello and welcome to Jekyll Geek's RPG Realm. I am Jekyll Geek and this is my RPG Realm. In our last video of the Vagabond solo play experience, I ran through a basic combat which the three characters I created fought some goblins. In this combat not expertise, but exploration, I sort of figured that this is a very rules. I wouldn't say exact rules like, but very rules tight and not very tactical. A tactical game, so I think it would not be a good idea to just run more combats, as this is not this system's expertise in a way. But it is good for what it is. So I think what I need to do is start creating some dungeons. Fortunately, I looked at this and the Vagabond RPG has some good not has some good dungeon design creation tools native to the game itself, and I will start using those for my playthroughs of this RPG going forward. And I will start with this video creating my first Vagabond dungeon. So here we go, and flip to page 186 of the PDF, which we have the structure for adventures. First thing we need to do is figure out what we're doing for our adventure. So we roll 2d6, d66, but that ends up to be 2d6s. So a 2 and a 1. So we need to get a call faction. But the thing is, where does this faction live? So we go to another 2d6 to figure out where they live. Okay, and they're in a forest. And another 2d6 to figure out what is in this, what makes this forest interesting. Huh, it looks, let's see, well, it's a living forest. Maybe I can try to figure out another better one. That's the thing when you just roll out random stuff. Might not might not get what you want, but since pretty much all forests are living, made of living things, but let's see what a 53 is. To investigate a suspicious faction. And where do they live? 36. In an undercity. Okay, and now what makes this undercity interesting? 14. It is infested. Okay, so let's see. I have to see if there's any difference between like an undercity and this. Well, sewers are here, but I could make an undercity dungeon that's infested by something. Okay, but the thing is, I'm showing this video, so I have to create the dungeon a bit separate from playing it, since I could do this if I was on just sketching out pen and paper, but uh, I am on OBS with the Roll20, so I have to do something slightly different, and let's go there right now. And here we are with RPG Maker MZ, and this is the application that I use to make my various maps that I not only show on my YouTube videos, but also the videos that, not videos, but the maps I make for my home games. Well, not home games, but the maps I make for my online games, which I play with others. And so in that case, let's start with another map. I'll create a dungeon map, which they make it fairly large. Let's let's start here. I'm using a bit of the map maker from the map design tools from the Ruinous League adventure, which is the basic adventure that the game comes with. So it says to start with a 20 by 20 room on each side with three entrances, and I'm gonna actually create 4 entrances since one of them is for another to actually get in the dungeon. So because you need to actually get into the dungeon to get it. And let's see. And this comes with a random element table, which, okay, let's start with the first one. Okay, a 1 and a 2, which is a cross and 1 door. So let's make the dungeon floor a bit different, which I like to do to make it easier to see as opposed to the walls. So I'll use this. So, yeah, we can just do it like this. See, it says 1 locked door. So I'm going to just say that the other way is just rubbled in like this, and this is the locked door. So what is on the other side of the locked door? I have to roll another 2d6, a 3 and a 2, which is a square room with another locked door. And I'll say that the locked door goes up. And I can just keep going like this, which that's another roll, another 2d6 roll, which is a 3 and a 3, which is just 1. Okay, another square and with another room. This is not locked. And let's see here. And now roll another 2d6. Which, as you can see, I can just keep going like this. And let's see, another 1 door. Okay, and a 2 and a 1 is and let's see. Now another roll. And I can just keep going like so. And a 4 is, okay, it is a circular. Just create a room like so. And I can just keep going like this. And I think I'll just stop right here and show you a bit of the final idea. Okay, and after a few minutes of just random rolling, I came out with a complex dungeon like this. All I have so far is just the rooms and where they lead to. I'll probably add furniture in either through doing stuff like adding, let's see, gold plaque here, or just adding tokens when I put it on a Roll20 map. But just looking at here, I have a really complex dungeon floor that I could probably spend maybe the whole playthrough of Vagabond with this, since this looks like far more than one session. But I just got this through making the whatchamacallit random table found on page 192 of the uh, Vagabond core book, and I think I have a lot of stuff to go with this, and yeah, just through minimal work and prep, and just creating your own maps, which I just did through here, and I'll when I come into there, I'll just roll randomly for stuff like monsters and traps and whatnot. But I look and see this could be a good vagabond map, and I hope to have fun looking through this map, playing through this map. But that will be for another video. But I hope you found this video slightly educational and entertaining, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.